Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. John Means gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Coming to the plate now, DJ LeMahieu. He will lead this one off today.
DJ LeMahieu.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one.
First pitch, 305.
A ball and a strike. Blue skies forecasted this afternoon. 58 degrees here at first pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he lays off. Ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch of throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Gardner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Means it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power type of pitcher, so he needs to rely on being down in the strike zone. One of the keys, he tends to lose being aggressive when he falls behind and he kind of nibbles around the strike zone. And what happens with that, Matty V, it becomes very predictable. And when you don't have overpowering stuff, you tend to be able to get hit hard. Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on that leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit to batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw it where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
One and two, here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. A 1 pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. LeMahieu over at second. Gardner is over at first with 1 away. 1 and 2 to the Yankees catcher. And a good pitch here, but this is taken for a ball as the count moves to 2 and 2 now on the Yankee catcher. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, he threw that pitch with the purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Luke Voigt, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set, and the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at-bat.
The 1-1 home. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Mancini moving back. At the track, the wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. First home run of the campaign for him as they move on top 4-0.
Grand slam on opening day? That's gotta feel good. Can't get off to a better start to your season. They're going nuts in the dugout, and I don't blame them. This could be an omen for great things to come from this guy and this squad.
Here's Miguel Andujar now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
The 1-1 home.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 3-2. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Batting 7, the left fielder.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, if I could tell this lineup one thing, it would be let's get on this guy early. Day game in this ballpark, the sun starts glaring, starts getting later in the day. Those shadows start creeping in right around the time that bullpen starts getting warmed up. Got to find a way to scratch a few across early.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now the 1-0. Four runs here in this half inning. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But one more look at the big blow in the inning for the Yankees. A grand slam home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now a 4-0 New York lead. Garrett Cole is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Standing in, Austin Hayes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. One strike now from Cole.
Aye. Off the plate, ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Heading out towards shallow right. Frazier has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass to baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, one man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Batting third.
Chris Davis at the plate now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 4-0. Stepping into the box, Gio Urshela. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Gio Urshela.
First offering on its way. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss for strike one.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
The count now at 2-1. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting nine.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. One and one, the count to Clint Frazier.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hit down the line at first. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Now batting, DJ LeMahieu. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Santander grabs it to retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 4-0. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's a .304 batter. He's taken him deep once. Here's the first pitch to him. Right side. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now for the O's, Renato Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And now he has some trouble with it in left.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
Rio Ruiz.
Rio Ruiz to the plate now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And there's ball one. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. None out, runners at first and second. Struck him out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Cole, a California-born ball player. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. 0-1 the count. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
And he gets ahead 0-1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Slow little roller to third. He's right there. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Orioles settle for 1. We played 2 full. The Yankees lead it 4-1. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Next for New York, Brett Gardner. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out.
Now an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Stepping up to the plate, Torres. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer. You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now here's the pitch.
Nope.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And this one misses for ball 4. And the Yankees get a base runner here with 2 away. So that's the 2nd walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing. So I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Now in the box, Luke Voigt. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with one swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit.
1-0 the count. He waits. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Turned on down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Austin Hayes the next to bat. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this lead.
Hit hard on the ground to second. LeMahieu's got it. And there's one down now.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony.
Now at the plate, Anthony Santander, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard, but foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Well, we've seen a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on in this game. So I think the game plan on that pitch right there was to try to bounce one and try to get them to chase again.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And that one right down Main Street.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar as we begin the top of the fourth.
The designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike one.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Their count now at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Santander waits on it. 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Digging in, Mike Tauchman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Mancini is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Gio.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. One pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 3-1 pitch. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Up next for the Yankees, the right fielder.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. From the stretch. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they lead it 4-1. ready to go for the last half of the inning. So here's Trey Mancini. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Mancini.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's in.
Popped him up. LeMahieu backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
One out now in the Orioles' fourth. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Hard hit ball towards the hole. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Stepping up now, Rio Ruiz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at bat. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Two and one. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail it 4-1. Keegan Aiken is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Number 45, Keegan.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Leading off for the Yankees, the second baseman. DJ.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
One and one. Count is 2-1.
This is popped up. Under it now is Davis to put it away for the first out. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
Hey, in this day and age where runs are at a premium, you certainly can't give any free passes. Had a rough go commanding the strike zone, gave up 4 walks, and that really hurt him in this one.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, here's Gardner on his way to second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
No doubt an impressive. Will employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez.
Gary.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
Couple of walks for him thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Hey, dude.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1.
And a ball, 1-0.
Ball 1, no.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Hey!
Six runs, only 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Mancini moving back to the track, to the wall. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
D-Rose, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Hector Velasquez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Into the box now, Miguel Andujar. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. No hits to this point. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Hayes on the run for it. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, left fielder, Mike.
So coming to the plate, Mike Tauchman. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
The 1-0. Weakly hit towards first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead it 8-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy
Leading
high.
off for the Orioles,
Thank you, Heidi.
the catcher, Pedro Severino.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Count 0-2.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to
Up
be
next
aggressive
for
off this guy, but he's
The
taking
second
full
baseman,
advantage of that.
Hunter.
He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
So now to the plate, Hanser Alberto. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. One and 1.
1 strike.
Grounded back up the middle. Gloved by LeMahieu. And that's the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in now, Jose Iglesias. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And that misses 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Orioles so far. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Cole gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gio Urshela. It was a walk in his last trip.
Gio Urshela.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
At the plate now, Clint Frazier. This is line to left. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. He's set, now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Santander waits on it. 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's set. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Ball
2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Three and 0 now. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. 2 out with the man at first. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Santander retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Settling in now, Austin Hayes. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. There's a strike with the breaking ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. After it is Gardner. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Striding in, Chris Davis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. It's still an 8-1 ball game. At the plate, Torres, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
First pitch of the at-bat. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. The 0-1 delivery. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Nope.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Ball 2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 2-2. Pitch popped up. And there's out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. 1 out, nobody on. Two and 0 now.
Ball 2.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Yeah. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. Inner third let go. It's a called strike.
3-2.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Luke Voigt, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up. Ruiz waits on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Trey Mancini.
Leading off for the Orioles, the left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
Hard hit ball to second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Renato.
And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Renato Nunez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Fouled off. The next 0-2. A bouncer to the left side. LeMahieu's got it. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
The batter, the third baseman, Rio Ruiz.
Striding in once again, Rio Ruiz. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate, and he fouls this one off. 1 strike now from Cole. Called strike, 0-2. 2 out, nobody on.
Nope.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count. That's the ball.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. too high. Ball 3.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Ready to begin the 8th, striding into the box, Miguel Andujar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
0-1's the count.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch.
1-1. Ball 2.
Hit out towards second. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
To the plate now, Mike Tauchman.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and that's low, ball 4.
Always tough to issue a free, especially troublesome.
And Gio Urshela. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the run is Santander. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
The 1-0 home. Softly hit here to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the run is in to score from third.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Sean Armstrong enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Sean Armstrong.
Standing in now, Brett Gardner, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. One-0 count. Here it is. 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded with only one out. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
In now, Torres. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero, but this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Mancini is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Yankees lead this one 9-1. Now to the plate, Pedro Severino. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Pops this one up. LeMahieu ranging into shallow right. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Now at the plate, Hanser Alberto, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner towards second. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. This is on the ground over to first. Torres hit the bag. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. We've played 8 full. It's the Yankees 9 and the Orioles 1. Digging in, Gary Sanchez. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the ninth. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santander waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter,
Luke Voigt will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball one.
Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
now batting, the designated hitter, Miguel.
Stepping in now, Miguel Andujar. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
So now to the plate, Mike Tauchman, fouled away. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Driven nicely into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
At the plate, Gio Urshela, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's going to get down out there. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Into the box now, Clint Frazier, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there for the final out of the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Austin Hayes, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, when you're out there trying to wrap up a CG, a complete game, you definitely don't want to start the leadoff guy with 3 straight balls.
And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony.
Ready now for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
David.
Standing in now, Chris Davis, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Runners on first with 1 down. And another foul ball. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at-bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But, man, he's been good so far.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, Get that guy out of here.
In now, Trey Mancini, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
The designated hitter, Renato Nunez.
And here's Renato Nunez. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he misses with it, 1-1. Fouled off. Baltimore down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
11-3 the final score in this contest. The Yankees put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Garrett Cole gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, striking out 12 in the process. John Means was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
This afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 11 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Our paid attendance here at the ballpark this afternoon, 45,971. The Orioles would like to thank you for attending today's ball game and remind you to please drive home safely.